Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Raj Singh and I am currently pursuing my BBA from Techno India University, West Bengal. Today I am going to present a presentation on organization culture. Basically, its definition and its types. Here we have three definitions of organization culture. Basically, organization culture is a behavior of human within an organization and the attachments to those behaviors. Next is its types. According to researcher Jeffrey Sonnenfeld, there are four types of organization culture: academic culture, baseball team culture, club culture, and fortress culture. Let's know a little more about these cultures. So, first is academic culture. Here, employees are highly skilled and tend to stay in the organization while working their way up the ranks. Few examples are universities, hospitals, and large corporations. Number two is baseball culture. Employees are free agents who have highly prized skills. They are in high demand and can rather easily get a job elsewhere. These type of culture exist in fast-paced, high-risk organizations such as investment banking, advertising, etc. Next is club culture. In this, usually employees start at the bottom and stay with the organization, promotes from within. Fortress culture. Here, employees don't know if they will get laid off or not. These organizations often undergo massive reorganization. There are many opportunities for those with timely specified skills. Next, we have the evolution of organization culture and culture 4.0. Just like everything, organization culture also evolved in past 70 years to be more effective and efficient. The evolution has This evolution is classified into four phases. So let's discuss about them in details. Culture 1.0, defining organization culture. The formal concept of organization culture begins in 1951 with the early academic studies of Elliot George in the manufacturing companies. To better define the concept of organizational culture, two academics from the University of Michigan, Robert Quinn and Kim Cameron, developed a four-quadrant model called the Organization Culture Assignment Instrument (OACI), which remains as one of dominant tool in the assess and describe culture. Next is Culture 2.0, linking culture and business. In 1982, the New York Times best-selling book In Search of Excellence by Tom Peters and Bob Waterman burst into the boardroom. The book described how so-called excellent companies used vision, values, and behaviors to drive superior business performance compared to the peers studied by Professor John Cato of Harvard started to research data on the link between culture and business. As a result, between 1982 and 2000, we saw the rise of numerous culture training firms using top-down behavior culture change workshops from all employees to develop new behavior more in alignment with new business models and desired culture. Next is Culture 3.0. HR technology and culture by design. The rise of technology and digitalization has impacted approaches to understand corporate culture over the last decade, with new digital assignment and surveys tool in an attempt to measure employee engagement. A narrow view of culture measures employee engagement through technology has helped companies begin to take corporate culture more seriously. Culture 4.0, corporate culture as a business system. Up till now, culture has been defined, assessed, measured, and managed primarily as a collective set of beliefs, mindset, and behavior using survey as a way to determine the gap between the current culture and the desired culture. And these culture Assignments, for the most part, are a reaction to a previous culture problem and performance periodically using an annual schedule. Trying to improve culture reactively and periodically only takes an organization so far, and culture currently creates growing cynicism among boards, CEOs, and business leaders as mostly an HR thing and not very useful for running the business. However, there can be downside to cultural change. Con- Next, we have few pros and cons of organization culture transformation. Before embarking on any organization culture transformation, it pays to be aware to positives and negatives of cultural change. The pros of cultural change can include a better work environment, enhanced employee productivity and performance, increased efficiency of business processes, improve organizational ability. However, there can be downside to cultural change. Cons of cultural transformation can include employee resistance. Culture rests upon deep-seated beliefs and values. Changing those can create friction and cause employees to resist change. Failure. Culture change that miss their targets. Focus on organization culture instead of performance. Both the pros and cons of cultural change should be considered carefully before implementing a cultural change program. So it is very risky to change organization's culture. So let's talk about how to improve organization culture. Here are 10 ways to improve organization culture. Number 1, create and communicate meaningful values. Number 2, conduct proper selections. Number 3, improve orientation and onboarding. Number 4, enable and empower employees. Number 5, engage employees all year round. Number 6, coach employees. Number 7, communicate effectively with employees. Number 8, recognize employees how they want to recognize. Number 9, have tough conversation and make tough decisions. And number 10, show employees that you care about them and your organization culture. Number 1, create and communicate meaningful values. Values should be more than some philosophical BS. Values are a guidelines for everyone in the organizations on how to act and interact with each other, customer and the community. Number 2, conduct proper selections. All too often managers are in rush to fill the positions and neglect to ask the right question to ensure the right fit. Managers often use experience as a key factor when selecting employees, but if you want the right person, someone who will work well with the organization and be successful, the person must fit the company's values and organization culture. Number 3, improve orientation and onboarding. Almost 30% of new employees quit within the first 90 days on the job. New hires must receive an effective and engaging orientation as well as well thought out onboard process. It is critical that new hires are set up for success during this to ensure they feel connected with the job and the team. Number 4, enable and empower employees. Leader must give employees the right information, the right tools, the right amount of support, and the right control and power to make decisions. Leader must set the expectations, provide employee with what they need, succeed, and then let their employees do their jobs without micromanaging every detail. Number 5, engage employees all year round. Employees engagement continue to be major issue with only 34% of employees engage in their work. Leader can engage employees by ensuring employees know how they make a difference of the company for the company, as this help them feel connected to the company's mission. Number 6, coach employees. Informal feedback help employees understand how their behavior measures up to what is expected. And yet 32% of employees wait more than 3 months to receive feedback from their manager, leaving employee unsure of what their performance measurings up to the expectations. Number 7, communicate effectively with employees. When conducting focus group with employees, we often find that lack of communication is a common complaint. When we mention this to managers, they are often surprised as they feel as thought they are communicating with their team. The problem is usually not the quantity of communication but rather the quality of communication being transmitted. To improve quality of communication, make sure to keep your words simple and to the point. Number 8, recognize employees how they want to be recognized. Recognizing is one of the best way to make your employees feel appreciated, reinforce positive habits, retain your best talent and drive engagement by letting them know that what they could make a difference. However, employees often do not feel appreciated. In fact, 63% of employees do not feel they get enough praise. Number 9, have tough conversations and make tough decisions. Leaders who do not hold their employees accountable create a negative environment where high performing employees become frustrated, reduce their effort, and eventually leave. Leaders must get comfortable with having tough conversations with those who do not displaying the expected behavior. Number 10, showing employees that you care about them and your organization culture. Show employees that you care about them as an individual and that you are dedicated to improving your company's organization culture. Do so by available to support them and listen to their needs. When listening, ensure to give your full attention and listening empathetically to understand where the employee is coming from. So this is all about organization culture. Thank you for watching till end.